I'm allowed to use profanity and everything.
Yes, a lot of it. X-rated.
I'm just not gonna be too much, but if I need, I'm just.
No, let it loose because you're very descriptive in your profanity. We love that. This is Jim Crashers. We are live with Bulletproof Blake Troop, and he is swole. I think he got stung by a bee, like in both arms.
Yeah.
And his forehead.
And just so you guys know, these guns don't come with a safety. Bang, bang, bulletproof gang. No, but speaking of getting stung by a bee or bit by a bee, I sort of did this past weekend. I competed in the Snake Pit Catch Wrestling Heavyweight World Title Tournament. I made it all the way to the finals, and in the first round, I went against Chris Beast Boy Barnett, which he's been in fighting MMA for a very long time. He's pretty famous in Japan. I would say he's like 26-6. He was just recently supposed to fight Bigfoot Silva, but so we met in the first round. It was a 4-man bracket. So him and I met in the first round. And at one point in the matchup, I had him down on his stomach, flattened out with my hooks in. And I'm going for like a face lock. And check this out.
As he punches me in the face.
Look at this thing. Can you guys see this on the camera over here?
Somebody bit Blake Troop, and
These
it
are
wasn't a
teeth marks.
female.
Like, look at that. You can like see the individual teeth marks on some of them.
And that was a male, right?
Yeah, so.
Just making sure.
Well, so I've been telling people he bit me, but he didn't exactly bite me. Those are teeth marks, though. Those are his teeth being wrenched into my forearm. So I'm on his back. I got him flattened out. And the rule for throwing mean cross faces is you have this much distance from the shoulder. You got to plant it on the shoulder, but you can punch that motherfucker through as hard as you can get it from here to here. So I punched that bad boy through and caught him across like the jaw, and sunk it in, and then just started wrenching on his face. And it must have been in his teeth. And he's like, I'm not fighting him, talking to the referee.
His grill's
and
all
I'm like,
bent.
and it feels like he's biting me, because like, dude, I can like feel the teeth. And I'm like, dude, I think he's biting me. The referee's like, he's not. And so he ends up getting out of there.
Somebody bite you.
Really
give it to him
tough dude,
harder.
because dude, I face lock people really, really hard. You'll see some pictures of me, and I finished the. I got a gold medal in the absolute finals using a face crank. It's one of my go-tos, and you can see the size of these arms. You get this thing wrapped around the back of your head and trying to yank that thing off.
Manhandled.
Dude didn't tap though. I give him a ton of credit. Now I got some fresh teeth marks on my arm. But like I said, I went all the way to the finals. I ended up beating Beast Boy in the first round. I went to the finals against a guy. We're about the same size. I'd say he was a little bigger, potentially. A little thicker in the body. I'm probably a little bigger in like the shoulders and the upper body.
Yeah, because you're not like a bear. You're more like, I don't know. What would we say, Blake?
I would pick these next
A
words
G.I.
very
Joe.
carefully. Okay. All right. I can work with that.
Sergeant Slaughter.
I can work with those. Okay.
He always punched me twice, so I'm already used.
Ready to rock my man, so.
He came to the mini dojo years ago. Let me show you something. It almost broke my arm just showing me something. Son of a bitch.
I know these guns don't
It
come with
happens.
safety. I
Fucking
say it all the
happens.
time.
Crazy bastard. What have you been up to, Bulletproof? It's been a year, at least. Pandemic hits, and you've been fucking busy as shit.
Well, I'll tell you about the finals for this tournament. I'll finish up with dressing rules. This was a world title for the catch wrestling. So there's pins and submission holds, which pins I haven't necessarily done a whole lot of it. And it's a little bit different than jiu-jitsu, where there's a lot different move sets available.